I was born on a farm, so it's a big part of my life. So growing up, it's basically all I knew. I played out in the yard, I sat in the tractor with my dad. All those things kind of started to build my love of farming. Right now, I feel like I'm part of something bigger. It means a lot to me to be a farmer. I'm very proud of it. I see a lot of the things going on in society now, and I see how farmers have really brought things back to nature and really do a good job of showing people what it was like kind of back before everything is kind of gotten more complicated. So we do have a simple life in a way. Things are definitely getting more complicated with technology.
I'm 5th generation in Alberta. We farm, we have farmed through the Langdon area and then down to Vulcan. So between those families, it's about the 5th generation.
Over the years, I guess I've kind of used a lot of the things that my dad taught me on the farm. There's all sorts of things too that his dad had taught him. It gets passed down from generation to generation, but we've kind of evolved as well. So we use some of the past and some of the present and kind of meld them together and use both of those to move forward. And I think it's important to still hold on to some of those things in the past because they worked well, but also realizing that technology has changed and we need to move forward. But yeah, kind of a little bit of the past and a little bit of the future.
A few things that I've taken away from the older generation really would be that in terms of inputs you can put into your field, there's nothing more important than your own shadow being out there in the field. And so walking the field, really getting to know the land, and just getting to know your business inside and out is the most valuable thing you can do.
When it's nice out, you need to work and you need to be self-motivated as a farmer. And that was something I really took from my dad. Honestly, my dad in the early 70s, the same thing. He had some really great years, and then we hit the 1980s, and then it was tough, right? It got dry, and we hit a dry cycle, and there was a lot of lean years. So I think we kind of go through those same cycles, and that's another thing I've learned from the past generation is how to deal with those. And I think that's where a lot of farmers, when they see those representations of ag, like the dude holding the pitchfork and the straw hat thing, and he's got a cabin in the background, and then when people drive out from the city and they see, well, he's got a nice house and look at all the equipment he has. But the fact of the matter is it is a business, and we need that equipment, and we need to have these yards with these structures and buildings to do our job, and it's part of our business. And like you say, people have romanticized it, and in a way it's good. It's an image thing too, but when people see kind of what's going on, they sometimes might think, well, that's not really farming. They might see us as, oh, it's factory farming or whatever, but it isn't. It's us just trying to do our job. It's a business, and we have to have these things to do a good job of our business, just like anything else.
Who I am as a farmer is a lot more than growing and selling commodities. I would say that I'm a creative problem solver, I'm a connector, and I'm also a team builder looking for ways to always innovate within our business, while also honoring the traditions and a lot of the work that's been put in place before me in the previous generations on this farm too. And I would say that I'm very greatly passionate about the land and really care for the plants that I get to grow, whether it's the ones in my garden or on a broader scale here in the fields. I really hope that one day, I can help to mentor those in the younger generation too, because that's been one of the best things that I've ever had in my life, and it has been a very steep learning curve for sure.